Okay, bonjour les year 8. This is your second lesson for this week on the topic of voluntary work. Okay, donc on trace une ligne, we trace a line from the previous lesson. On copie la date et le titre. Write the date in French and the title. Engagez-vous. On souligne la date et le titre. So we underline with a ruler the date and the title. Okay. Okay, so the first task I would like you to do is to categorize and copy the time phrases, one column for the past, one column for the present, and one column for the future for these time phrases, and please translate them. Okay, so you have 3 columns to complete, one for past, one for present, and one for future. And then you need to write down the appropriate time phrases underneath and translate them. Okay, so pause this video and you can complete this task. Okay, so use a red pen now to correct your work. Okay. So in the past, le week-end dernier, l'année dernière, la semaine dernière, hier. And that's the translation. So check your work. So that were the time phrases in the past. In the present, you have maintenant, en ce moment, actuellement, which mean now, at the moment, currently. And for the future column, the time phrases that you had were as follows. So, le week-end prochain, l'année prochaine, la semaine prochaine, demain, next weekend, next year, next week, and tomorrow. Okay, so this is not obviously an exhaustive list of all the time phrases, but this is a good kind of summary of what you could use at the moment. Okay, so you can pause this video if you want to correct your work. Okay, so this week we're continuing to learn the vocabulary on volunteering and charity work, and we're still revising the near future tense. I would like to do also in this lesson a recap on the present and past and perfect tense as well. So have a look in your book, look back in your books and revise the tenses. So the present one, the present tense, the perfect tense, and the near future tense. So pause this video, have a look at these 3 tenses that we've done, and remember when to use them and how to form them. So pause this video and look at that. So when you're ready, look at the examples here on the verb, using the verb organiser, to organize. Okay, so let's look at this verb at the present tense. En ce moment, j'organise des ventes de gâteaux à l'école. So what I would recommend is that you use some phrases so you know which tense to use with this one. So en ce moment is at the moment. We know that habitual actions, they go with the present tense. Okay. So at the moment, I organize cake sales at school. We have in blue, J apostrophe, which is subject pronoun je, but we took out the E because it's a vowel, organise. Okay, so J apostrophe. And then the E in red is your ending for ER verb in the present tense. Perfect tense. Okay. Le week-end dernier, j'ai organisé une vente de gâteaux à l'école. So the verb organiser, what we did is we added j'ai, which is avoir for je. So j'ai in green. That's your auxiliary verb avoir, conjugated in the present tense. And in red, organiser is your past participle for the verb organiser. And to have this, we removed ER from the infinitive and replaced it with the acute accent on the E. Okay? So 2-part tense, auxiliary verb avoir, past participle. And then let's look at the near future tense. Le week-end prochain, je vais organiser une vente de gâteaux à l'école. Meaning, next weekend, I'm going to organize a cake sale at school. We have in blue our subject pronoun je. In green, we have the conjugated verb aller in the present tense, je vais. And in red, our infinitive, because we need subject pronoun aller in the present tense plus infinitive. Okay. So I'll ask you now to copy these 3 examples. Okay, don't forget to put the tense there that it belongs to. So pause the video and write this down. Okay, so now we're going to do a reading activity. On va lire un texte, okay? I'm going to read it out to you so you know what it sounds like. And what I'd like you to do, the 2 tasks I'd like you to do based on this text is, number 1, you need to spot all the tenses used. Number 2, answer the questions. What did Ricky do? So we're talking in the past. What did he do? Second question, what is he doing at the moment? So at the moment is which tense? It is the present tense. And the third question is, what is he going to do? And this is the near future tense. So in order to answer these questions, it's important to spot the time phrases that are used. That will be your clue. But more importantly, the tense that's being used. So if you see perfect tense, you're going to look at that section of the text. If you see the present, you're going to look for the second one. And if you see a near future, you're going to look at the third question, what is he going to do? Okay? And as a challenge, you can translate the text as well. Okay, so I'm going to start reading the text, and you need to spot the tenses and answer the questions detailed in the yellow box. L'année dernière, j'ai gagné un concours à la télé. La France a du talent. Après, je suis devenue une star. J'ai décidé d'utiliser ma célébrité pour aider les autres. Alors, j'ai commencé à faire du travail bénévole. Par exemple, j'ai fait un spot publicitaire pour une association caritative en Haïti. L'association collecte des fonds pour reconstruire les écoles détruites pendant le tremblement de terre de 2010. Actuellement, je ne fais pas grand-chose parce que je travaille beaucoup. Mais le week-end prochain, je vais participer à un événement sponsorisé, un marathon à Paris, et l'année prochaine, je vais aller en Haïti. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to pause this video, do the tasks that are detailed in the yellow box, spot the tenses, all of the tenses, and answer the 3 questions. So when you've completed these 2 tasks, you may resume the video now. Use a red pen for correction. Okay, so the first one we have here is j'ai gagné. We have avoir and the past participle, which is our perfect tense. I won. Je suis devenu is again the perfect tense. I became is the verb devenir, to become. We have je suis, which is être, and the past participle for devenir, which is devenu. This one is irregular. Now another one in the perfect tense afterwards is j'ai décidé. I've decided. Okay, we have avoir, j'ai, and then décider, the past participle for décider, which is to decide. So I decided. Another one in the perfect tense is j'ai commencé, is I started. Commencer, er, is to start. We have avoir, j'ai. Past participle with the e on with the acute accent is the mark of the perfect tense. J'ai fait is the past participle fait here of faire, so I did. Perfect tense again. L'association collect, just one part. We have the verb collecter, to collect, in infinitive. We removed er, we added the ending e, which is the ending for it. So the association collects. It collects. So it's a third subject pronoun. We need an e. Present tense. Je ne fais pas grand-chose is from the verb faire, to do. Je fais is your present tense. Je travaille only one part tense again. We have travailler, which is to work. We remove the R. We have the ending for je, which is E, so present. And here we got a clue. Le week-end prochain, je vais participer. So next weekend, I'm going to participate. Okay, je vais, that's aller. And then infinitive, participer, I'm going to participate. And again, we have the time phrases as clues here. L'année prochaine is next year, so we're looking at the near future. Je vais aller, which is I'm going to go. So don't forget with the near future, when you say I'm going to go, same as in English, we need to add aller afterwards. So je vais, I'm going to, and then aller, go. Okay, that's your near future. So what did Ricky do? So we're looking at the perfect tense. He started to do voluntary work. Okay. He did an advert for a charity in Haiti. Okay. So second one, what is he doing at the moment? So we're looking at the present tense, and we have here actuellement, just before the blue circle, is currently. I don't do much. Je ne fais pas grand-chose. I don't do much. If you don't know this phrase, please write it down and translate it in your book. Je ne fais pas grand-chose. I don't do much. Okay. And what is he going to do? Then we're looking at the end of the paragraph here where we have our two near future tenses. He's going to participate in a sponsored event, specifically a marathon in Paris. And next year he's going to go to Haiti. Okay, so I'll let you pause this video to correct your work in red, please. Okay, so the next task I have for you is a listening task. Please, on va écouter un texte, okay? So please write down this table. So we're going to listen to 4 interviews. On va écouter 4 interviews, okay? And each person, which is going to be me reading out the text, but each person will talk about what they did in the past, what they're doing at the present, not all the time, and what they're going to do in the future. So not each column is going to be always, there's not all going to be information for each column, but you need to decide what they're talking about is in the past, present, and future. There's likely to be more than one column being talked about. And as a challenge, can you please add extra details in the last column? And if you want to challenge yourself further, try and write down the script, the transcript, exactly what I say, and try and spot the tenses being used. Okay. So I'll let you pause this video, write down this table, and recap a little bit the past, present, and future tenses, which are going to be your clues as to where this information is going to be. So I'm going to read to you the text once. Okay, so listen to this one without the transcript. And then I will read out the text again, but this time you have the transcript in front of you. So first time you're going to listen to this text, you're not going to have transcript, so just listening only. And then the second time I will read out the text again, but this time you have the transcript in front of you to help you out. Okay? So whenever you're ready, you can press play, and I'm about to read the text. Numéro 1. L'année dernière, j'ai organisé une vente de gâteaux. Ils étaient bons, les gâteaux. Mais l'année prochaine, je vais participer à un événement sportif sponsorisé, un triathlon au collège. Numéro 2. L'année prochaine, je vais organiser une vente de gâteaux au collège. Mais maintenant, je donne mes vieux vêtements à la friperie. J'ai beaucoup de vêtements car j'adore faire du shopping. Numéro 3. Actuellement, je fais du travail bénévole, mais le week-end prochain, je vais collecter de l'argent avec mes camarades d'école devant le supermarché en ville. Numéro 4. L'année dernière, j'ai participé à un événement sponsorisé. J'ai fait de la natation pendant 2 heures. Mais maintenant, je ne fais pas grand-chose car je travaille beaucoup. So now I'm going to read out this text again, but this time you have the transcript that's going to appear on your screen. Okay. 1. L'année dernière, j'ai organisé une vente de gâteaux. Ils étaient bons, les gâteaux. Mais l'année prochaine, je vais participer à un événement sportif sponsorisé, un triathlon au collège. Numéro 2. L'année prochaine, je vais organiser une vente de gâteaux au collège. Mais maintenant, je donne mes vieux vêtements à la friperie. J'ai beaucoup de vêtements car j'adore faire du shopping. 3. Actuellement, je fais du travail bénévole, mais le week-end prochain, je vais collecter de l'argent avec mes camarades d'école devant le supermarché en ville. 4. L'année dernière, j'ai participé à un événement sponsorisé. J'ai fait de la natation pendant 2 heures. Mais maintenant, je ne fais pas grand-chose, car je travaille beaucoup. So I'll let you pause this video, update your answers, and when you're ready, you can resume the video and we'll go through the correction together. Okay, so please use the red pen for the correction. So in the past, she organized a cake last year. The time phrases would be really good clues as well as the tenses to know in which column would go the information. Okay, so I'll let you pause this video and correct your work. Okay, now I would like you to look at the text, the transcript that we just worked on, and I would like you to spot all the tenses there. So pause the video and write down all the tenses. Okay, use a red pen whenever you're ready to correct. Okay. Again, the clues are in the time frames, in the time phrases used, but also the tenses from the verbs. Okay. Oui, j'ai organisé. Avoir, past participle is perfect tense. Ils étaient, that's your imperfect tense. They were. When you describe something in the past, you use the imperfect. Je vais participer, near future. Aller plus infinitive. Je vais organiser, near future. We have aller plus infinitive. Je donne is your present tense. J'ai, I have, present tense. J'adore is your present tense as well. Number 3, we have actuellement, which is a good clue of which tense we're talking about, which is at the moment, currently. Je fais, I do, present tense. Le week-end prochain, that's your clue for the tense. Je vais collecter, we have aller plus infinitive. Number 4, j'ai participé, is we have avoir past participle, that is your perfect tense. J'ai fait, perfect tense as well, with irregular past participle for faire. And here we have mais maintenant, but now. That's your clue for the present tense. Fait is here the present tense. And je travaille, again the present tense. So correct your work using red pen and write yourself a target about which tense do you need to work on. So, as usual, please upload a picture of your work via the assignment. And merci beaucoup la classe et au revoir.